Well, check it. I'm about to break down the difference between the United States of America versus the United States from my perspective. The United States of America is for the indigenous people. It's what we actually live on. The United States Corporation is actually where the citizens live on. The indigenous people is only supposed to follow the law of the land. The citizens is the ones supposed to follow the policy, which is the legal system, which is way more stricter than the law, because it all helps prevent them from breaking the law on someone else's land. So all the indigenous people here in America are estates. So we all know when someone passes, they use the term for their property as estate, because that's what we are. So imagine me being a estate, right? And you being an estate. And we come and work together. What does that mean? We are united. So all indigenous people of this land are estates, and we all are united. That's why we are United States of America, because we are in America and we are united as estates. As I always said, we own all the credit because we are the estate. We own the land, we own all the property. Now the United States Corporation is different, because what's under the umbrella of the corporation, as in like a Ponzi scheme in a way, are all the states. You see, a lot of people don't realize the states have placed us as well, to confuse everyone else even more, because every state we know is an actual business. They're like a sub business under the main business of the United States. So this is why you got to go through citizenships through states. It's almost like they deposit citizens into a state, like a bank. And as I said earlier, essentially citizens are employees of the state. Like for instance, we know we all gotta quote unquote register our car, right? It's because our car is actually private. This is like when you're indigenous to this land, you can ride for free. You're not supposed to have a tag on your car. But when you get caught up in these policies, they coerce you to do things like register your vehicle. In turn, this basically gives ownership of your vehicle to the state through the period of the contract. And the period of the contract is literally your license plate with the state name on it, the state logo, everything. Even got a signature on it. This is what allows the police to pull you over because you look like you're an employee of the state. So they send you to administrative court as in you're an employee, bruh. It's the same thing. And when you're indigenous to this land, you're not a citizen, so you're completely out of the system. But unless you sign a contract with the state and you placed yourself inside of a state, you deposited yourself. And as I mentioned before, like one thing people do is vote, because you're literally registering your body to vote. You're giving up your energy to someone so they can make decisions for you. This is how they're able to just make you drop everything you do and go to jury duty. It's because you allowed them to own you. Like I keep saying over and over and over again, the Black Americans are not citizens. We're outside of the system because we are in the United States of America. We don't belong to the United States Corporation. We're free. Everyone else technically isn't. But y'all know I done said this a million times. They reversed the system on us. So it seems as though we're not free because we're clearly oppressed and being G-sided versus everyone else that's getting our benefits. So I said all that to say this, to keep it short. The indigenous people of America, the Black Americans, are under the jurisdiction of the United States of America, which is our land, because like I said, we are the estates and we are united and we are in America, versus the citizens, which is employees of whatever state they are in. They have to follow the legal system with administrative courts because they have to follow the policies. And like I said, we have to only follow the law. And then we don't go to administrative courts. We only go to the Supreme Courts because they basically only deal with the law, no policies. So yeah, that's one of the biggest scams they've been doing, is basically reusing the words that we already have to confuse us and make us think it's like it's one thing when really it's another. Anyways, I hope y'all picked up what I put down. Y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be gods. Peace.